Friday, May 24th, 2024. You're looking live at Pascack Hills High School in Montvale, New Jersey, as today PH Athletics presents Hills Baseball in the 2024 New Jersey Sectional Tournament. It's number 14 Demarest against the third-ranked Broncos today on PH Athletics. Hello again, everybody. I'm Matthew Merlino. In just a few moments, we'll get the anthem and then we'll get started. But here is what is at stake. There is no more talk of PowerPoints or games back. There is just talk of winning and losing. Win and you're through. That's the beauty of the state tournament. And this is the North 1 Group 2 bracket, at least the part of it that matters the most to Hills. They play Demarest today in the 3 versus 14 matchup. Then, if they win, they'll play the winner of the 6 versus 11 matchup happening right now. Number 6 High Point taking on number 11 Mahwah. Mahwah and Hills are divisional opponents. That matchup has happened twice already this year, which could be a factor if it does occur, but Mahwah would need to upset, and of course, Hills would need to win today. Ewan Colgan will be on the mound. We hope you have a good Memorial Day, as we'll say throughout this broadcast. When we come back, it is the first pitch of Hills in the state tournament 2024. Yes, it is that time once again. State tournament baseball. Last year it was Hills going to South Jersey, Hamilton, New Jersey, and winning the Group 2 championship. We'll see if they can do it again. They will begin the tournament with Ewan Colgan on the mound. He is a senior, has about 400 pitches to his name in the regular season, and a 0.9 ERA. The first batter he'll face is Zachary Kochnover, a junior from Demarest, batting .429 with a .714 slugging. He has every type of hit in the book, and he's drawn a few walks as well. But we'll see how he does against Colgan and this Bronco lineup. The second state tournament game for Hills Sports today, we had boys lacrosse losing 16-5 in their first round game, so now baseball is the only sport left, and we begin with a strike from Ewan Colgan. And called strike number 2. This is a good start. That boys lacrosse loss coming at Jefferson Township High School about an hour from here. We congratulate those boys on a good season, and we hope they can come back next year with a lot of returning players. There will be a base hit. Jake Lula will come over to field it, but Kochnover has a base hit to start things off for the Norsemen. And so that will bring up their second baseman. This is Anthony Bernardez. He is only a sophomore, has just one extra base hit, a double, has drawn 4 walks, and is batting a .286. Just 8 total hits this season. An inside ball for Colgan, his first of the game. Third base coach from Demarest coming to his position, as you can see. It is a gorgeous day, the first of a 4-day Memorial Day weekend here at Hills. This game's supposed to happen yesterday. If you live in Montvale or in general Bergen County, I'm sure you know of the torrential downpour that happened last morning that moved this game to today. It was first of all scheduled for 2 o'clock, then got pushed back to 4:15, and then they said, we don't have enough time for that. We'll push it to Friday because we have the time. It's a 1-1 count here for Colgan at the plate. And a man on first. Here comes the 1-1. He's looking to bunt. He gets it off. Sack bunt is going to work out as intended. 1 away, and Kochnover on second. And now to the third batter in this Demarest lineup. This is their left fielder, and his name is Michael Scalera, the first senior in this Demarest lineup. He's batting .309. The Bronco infield, typical of their early season games. Kyle Wenkes at first base as a ground ball is fouled off. Emerson Cho, the sophomore, slotting in at second. He had a few stints in left where I think he performed better at second, but I am not the coach. Matt Tortora is the senior shortstop, and Andrew Strine, the senior third baseman. Outfield manned by Eddie Mulligan in left, center the dependable Ronan Stern, as well as the dependable Jake Lula in right field. It is a 1-1 count at the plate as there's a high fly ball back to center. Stern back to grab it. He cannot, and that may bring home one. Stern with a deep throw. It will reach its man in time to keep it a 0-0 game, but now danger early for the Broncos with 2 runners in scoring position. And here is the cleanup hitter, the designated hitter for Demarest, Ryan Latito, a freshman, batting .300, and through this season just 5 runs batted in as the designated hitter. That's what he's listed as today. He is a freshman. Here's Colgan in a spot of trouble with just 1 away, and that may be 1 run for Demarest. It gets through and drops just behind Tortora. And there is RBI number 6 in the first state tournament RBI for Ryan Lalito. Still just 1 away, and now we go to number 5 in the lineup. This is the first baseman. This is Drew Greenberg, a sophomore, batting .264. Strime bumbles, but gets the throw to first in time. And there are 2 away. So now Colgan on the mound, of course, today with a 1-run deficit early. Will face Ethan Dye, a junior, and he's batting .217. Called strike 1, I believe. No, a ball. It's good to have that scoreboard on. Now I know what's correct. And a fly out to Lula will send us to the middle of the first. A 1-0 Demarest lead early. Here we are. The Demarest pitcher today is Ben Kronfeld, a junior. He will focus on pitching, is the one being designated hit for, is one of the 2 workhorses in the Demarest pitching roster, along with Hugo Gardner, a senior. Kronfeld has 6 more pitches than him. They're both at around 680 and both have about 36 innings. He, however, has the better ERA of 1.72. The first batter he'll face should be a tough one. Kyle Wenkes, the sophomore, used to be a pitcher, or was a pitcher last year, a reliever, had Tommy John surgery, now just focus on playing first base and batting. He has done very well from the plate this year, and his .571 batting average speaks to that. Will he add to his state tournament glory? His first ring he captured last year. This is his first at-bat of his second tournament. And it will begin with a ball. Wenkes will be followed by Ronan Stern and Matt Tortora in the lineup. Takes a called strike there. A 1-1 to Kyle Wenkes here. The first at-bat for Hills in the bottom of the first. Swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. Kronfeld on 41 strikeouts this season. Ground ball to first, not handled well, coming over. Kronfeld, and Wankus is out. No, he is safe, my goodness. What a big play. The speed of Kyle Wankus gets him on base, even as an error made by the first baseman for Demarest. That is Greenberg. And here is now Ari Stern, the second batter for Hills today, and he should be throughout the rest of this tournament. Pickoff at first, not in time. Ronan Stern, the center fielder, batting .345, a .534 slugging. 19 RBI, although he shouldn't have to worry about that unless there's a few errors in the outfield. We have not seen a pitch on this at-bat, except we have seen 2 pickoff attempts, both of which not in time. He's readying to bunt. And here comes Wankus going. He's going to be safe. So Wankus, a man who loves being a menace on the base paths, as the count at the plate is 1-0. And Kyle Wankus, yet again, a stolen base. Number 20, if you count the regular season ones with the tournament. Now in scoring position as the 1-0 pitch to Stern is in the dirt, 2-0 count. We have a considerable crowd, considering this is an off day for school. Normally, the state tournament games are scheduled during or after school. We have a 3-0 count at the plate. Of course, this one originally scheduled to be during school, right at the end of the school day, yesterday. 3-0 is the count for Ronan Stern in his final state tournament, a senior for Pascack Hills, along with his brother Ari, who will not play. Him and Giordano both out. Giordano with Tommy John surgery, which he had just a few days ago, I believe on Monday, and Stern with a broken arm, which will keep him away from playing at all, and the same goes for Giordano. First strike pitched on this at-bat for Demarest, a 3-1 count at the plate for Ronan Stern. Here comes the 3-1. Ground ball to third, not handled well. Can Wankus get there in time? He can! It is an E5, I believe that will be scored. And now there are runners on the corners for the Broncos, bringing up the shortstop, Matt Tortora. None out as well, and Torts has a chance to tie this game up with a base hit. He has 22 RBI in the regular season, batting .405. Bottom of the first, none out. Here's the pitch. Stern trying to bait as a low ball 1. Here is the 1-0 to Torts. And that'll be a high foul ball into the trees to make it a 1-1 count. Here's a 1-1 count. Called strike 2. Here's a big 1-2 pitch for Tortora. Pickoff. Stern in some trouble. Oh, he may get back. The second baseman dropped it, and Stern able to get back safely. A 1-2 count here. Still none away. And once again, Matt Tortora looking for RBI number 23, and more importantly, a tie game. Here comes the 1-2, swung on and missed. He fouled it off. Just barely hit the barrel, and we stay at a 1-2 count for Torts. Stern going. He'll get there with plenty of time. And now there are 2 runners in scoring position for Hills. And a ball pitched at the plate to make it a 2-2 count for Torts. None away still. Runners on second and third. Here's the 2-2. In the dirt. No runners advance. Catcher able to get under it. And we have a full count for Matt Tortora. Here comes a big 3-2, grounded down third. It's going to go through. Stern comes home. Following Wankus, he'll get there with time to spare. Hills turns a 1-0 deficit into a 2-1 lead off of the Torts bat. And he gets an RBI double to bring up Andrew Strime. Still none out. Andrew Strime batting .424 as the cleanup man. He's been in that 4th slot throughout the season. No changes for him. Fouled one off. It's 0-1. It's an 80-degree Friday, although wind is keeping it pleasurable. 0-1 for Strime. Torts trying to bait the throw. Ooh, called strike 2. Looked a bit outside. Time for Strime. Will Evans give a sign? Nothing. It was all on Andrew Strime, the batter. He faces an 0-2 count with Matt Tortora on second, a one-run lead, and none out. In the dirt, that's going to be ball number 1. Tort stays at second. Once again, the Demarest catcher quick to get things under control. A 1-2 count with a 2-1 Hills lead. Dropped. A low pitch anyway. 2-2 now the count. Here comes another big even count pitch. 2-2 to Andrew Strime this time. And there's a belt into shallow center. Torts will stay at third, but Andrew Strime keeps the no-out inning going. And quickly, Demarest in the middle of the bottom of the first inning will take a mound conference. We will await the designated hitter, which today is Anthony Blackford. The catcher is Jake Szabo, the sophomore who started as the catcher, but now Blackford was the catcher for most of the regular season. Now he'll be the DH today as Szabo slots back in there. As a batter this season, the junior batting .260, 384 slugging, has 19 RBI, a chance for number 20, and a 2-run lead as Demarest takes this mound conference and we take a quick break. Welcome back, one and all. This is Anthony Blackford, runners on the corners, and no issues if he's out. We already have a Norseman in the bullpen. We'll give you his identity hopefully in a few moments, but we're focused on the at-bat. And Blackford pulls back from the bunt, but Strime able to steal second. A 1 count for Blackford, with Torts on third, Strime leading at second. Here's the pitch. Called, strike 2. Wind picking up a little bit. Hopefully does not affect your listening experience. Here comes 0-2 in the dirt. It's a 1-2 count for Blackford. Here's the pitch. in the dirt once again. 2 straight balls. We have Tort stealing home. He gets there safe. Strime safe at second. We have a 3-1 ball game. Strime at third. 2-2 count. And in the bullpen, which they may have to go to soon, is the senior Hugo Gardner. A 5.25 ERA. He was the other big starter for Demarest. They did not start him. Instead going with this pitcher who had the better ERA, although he has not worked out. And now has a 3-2 count facing Anthony Blackford. This is Ben Cronfeld again on the mound. Now he's a junior, so he has 1 year left. But still, this is not a good way to start. In the state tournament, there is a big line drive from Blackford. It'll bounce off the wall in right center. Andrew Strime comes home. It is an RBI double for Anthony Blackford. AB does it again. 4-1. And there are still none away. We have had a mound conference in this inning, and we are now on the 6th batter in the Hills lineup, who is Jake Lula. This inning has gone 20 minutes since we started recording it. Lula has a chance to keep it going longer. Batting .319 and starts this at-bat with a foul ball. And we'll make it 1-1 as that pitch heads to the dirt. Here comes the 1-1. High fly ball for Lula. Does not have the distance. 1 away. And Blackford stays at second base. First out of the inning. It took him long enough. And here is the pitcher, Ewan Colgan. We told you about his exploits on the mound. At the plate, he is batting .161. 5 for 31 at-bats. This mound conference just between the catcher and the pitcher. Cronfeld, his first out after 6 batters. Still has Anthony Blackford on second, has given up 4 runs already this inning. And it's only the bottom of the first. A low one, 1-0. Oh no, he called that a strike? Really? I'm not trying to sound like a homer, as my grandpa, I know, is calling me as he's watching this. But that did not look like a strike. That was curving down and low. That was curving outside and low, just like that pitch, which of course is a ball. 1-1 to Colgan. That one low over the plate. 2-1 count. Blackford steady on second, knows there's just one away. And there's a bouncer to third, throw to first, in time, 2 away. Blackford does advance. So we have a runner on third, as up comes Jake Zabo. Sophomore catcher, has had a few plate appearances, most of which coming at the start of the year. In those, he has gone 6 for 14, batting .429, but of course only 14 at-bats. We'll see what he does for his first time in the state tournament. Was the bullpen catcher last year. And we have a 1-0 count. Make it 2-0. It is a clear blue sky. There are no clouds except for one, which looks painted on just above the field. And there will be the first strike thrown to Zabo, a 2-1 count. Still a 4-1 score. Zabo with an RBI. That one may be fair. It is. Jake Zabo. RBI double, and he is only a sophomore. I would stay 2, Jake. Damn. Well, the run will count, but Zabo left second base, and he's out, so that'll send us to the end of the first inning. 5-1 is the score. Ewan Colgan still on the mound. Only had 14 pitches in the first inning, although he did give up 1 run. First batter he will face is John Hefner. And it's a high ball 1. Hefner batting .216 so far this year. And make it 2-0. He has drawn 6 walks in his regular season. A called strike there for Colgan, 2-1. And there's a ground ball to Wenkes. He'll run it down to first. There's 1 away. It is the 7, 8, 9 in the Demarest lineup. We go to the freshman George Theodorakos, who grounds one through first and gets a base hit. And now that will bring up the number 9 batter. This is Jackson Austria, and that is Jackson with an X. Batting .189, another freshman. First pitch to him right over the plate. A 1 count, swung on and missed to make it 0-2. 1 away and a man on first. Ooh, they say he went. Umpire said he went. 2 away on a strikeout for Colgan. A swinging strikeout. And this is Zach Kochnover once again. That is Colgan's 16th strikeout of this season. Ooh, ball 2. Oh, runner's going. Throw to second, not in time, although a good effort. We have a 2-1 count at the plate. Swung on and missed, make it 2-2. Here's the 2-2 from Colgan. Ground ball, may get through. Cho, the throw to first. Yep, in time, and Hills goes back to the dugout, preserving their 5-1 lead. Kronfeld still on the mound after an interesting first inning that saw him give up 5 runs and wait until the 6th batter for his first out. We begin with the final batter in the Hills lineup, the sophomore second baseman Emerson Cho, batting .404 and has played the majority of the games this season. He'll be followed by Kyle Wenkes and then Ronan Stern. Called strike 1. Kronfeld trying to get his bearings back after that first inning. See if he can do so against Cho. 0-1 count. Ooh, in the dirt there. And there's a foul ball, making it 1-2. One-two count. Low throw to Cho. 2-2. Ooh, a ball there, although it was close. 3-2 the count. And a full count on the first batter of this bottom second inning, Emerson Cho at the plate. And he'll take a base. Here's Kyle Wenkes. Well, Wenkes before this game was batting over .500. His average improved after the leadoff at bat. And now he'll hope to go 2 for 2 on the day. Runner going. He takes back a 1-0 count at the plate. Cho staying at first for now. in the dirt there. Cho will get to second in time. 2-0 at the plate. Man on second on the paths. There's a line drive, gonna get over into the left field wall. Cho coming to home. Wenkes loses the helmet but slides into second with style, and it's an RBI double for Kyle Wenkes to make this a 6-1 ball game. Ronan Stern at the plate. Torts is on deck. There are none away, and Wenkes at second. Hills with a 6-1 lead, and I thought he was going back to first base for a second, but no, just a celebratory tap with the first base coach. As some more talking on the mound for Demarest. It is once again Ronan Stern, the batter. Here's the first pitch to him, called strike. Ooh, attempted pickoff. Could have gotten a Wenkes there, but no. The sophomore too quick. Still an 0-1 count for the senior Ronan Stern. He swings and misses to make it 0-2. Ground ball, bouncer to short. Wenkes advances to third, 1 away. And now here is Matt Tortora with a chance for another RBI. Already has a 5-run lead. Could make it 6 with a nice rip here. That one bounced off the catcher's mask. 1-0. Called strike 1. Here's the 1-1 to Torts. 1 away and a Wenkes on third. Ground ball to third. Wenkes will have to come back. Throw over to first in time. That's 2. Here's Andrew Strime looking to clean things up. Has 2 away. Trying to bring Wenkes home to make it 7-1. Here's the pitch. Low and outside. We still have a Demarest player warming up in the bullpen as Strime chases that one in the dirt. 1-1 count. Again, the potential Demarest pitcher. Is Hugo Gardner. Two-one count at the plate here. Wankus comes home. I believe it must have been a balk, but I'm not sure what the ruling is there. 7-1 ball game. That dog's happy about it. 2-1 count at the plate. Strime with now none on. Ooh, another one off that catcher's mask. 3-1 count. Here comes the 3-1 to Strime. Bouncer to short. Not played well. E6. Strime is safe. Bounced off his glove. 2 away, bottom second. Strime on first. Here is now Anthony Blackford. Called strike one. 0-1 count. Strime takes a dive at first, avoids the pickoff. And Strime going, pitch in the dirt, he'll get there with no throw. A 1-1 count. Called strike, a low one, 1-2. Curved down. And now Hugo Gardner will head back to the dugout after a lengthy bullpen session that lasted about a full inning. 2-2 for Blackford, with Strime on second, closely guarded. Ground ball down third baseline to first. Oh, he didn't get it in the glove. Blackford safe at first, Strime safe at third. There are still 2 away. This should be Jake Lula. Pickoff, no. Bouncer. Is it fair? Foul, I believe. 0-1 for Lula after the bouncer just went foul. And it's 1-1. It is about 5 o'clock this Friday evening. It feels like 2. Thank God we are back in summer. If you think about baseball, these are the kind of conditions you think about. Sunny, clear blue sky, nothing except for a little wind, heat, and you got a very good baseball game happening right in front of you. I'm happy to bring it to you here on PH Athletics. Matthew Merlino for the rest of the Hills crew. It is a 2-1 count at the plate after a attempted pickoff went nowhere again. High fly ball back here. It'll be caught though. Center fielder taking away the fun, but doing his job well. End of the second. 7-1 now, Hills. Ewan Colgan still on the mound after 2 innings and 1 run given up. The batter he'll face, if I'm not mistaken, is Anthony Bernardez. And outside ball 1. And a called strike. Bouncer foul over Wankes' way. 1-2 is the count. Top of the third inning, a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch, fouled off. Full count, 3-2 for Bernardez to start the third inning. And it's a called strikeout. Bernardez ready to walk to first, but he won't do so. And now, this is Michael Scalera. (1-0) to start off. Demarest came into this tournament under 500. Hills 19-7 as there's a fly foul ball. One count. In the dirt, make it 2. One away. 2-1 count here to Scalera. 3-1 now. Here's the 3-1. High. Ball number 4. And now, this is Ryan Lolito, the man who brought in that run for Demarest in the first inning, designated hitter. Fouls one off to start his second at-bat. Pickoff not in time. Ground ball. Ooh, it's a slow one. Cho gets it up, and there's one away. There is a runner on second, as now it is going to be Drew Greenberg who comes to the plate. One-0 count for Colgan. Checked swing, did not go. 2-0. Here comes the 2-0 pitch from Colgan, checking second all the time. 3-0 count. And a 4-pitch walk for Colgan puts men on first and second. And now Zabo comes out to check on him. These first 2.5 innings have taken over an hour. That's due to 2 long innings from Hills at the plate. Wind really picking up now. The biggest gust we've had all day. It is blowing towards first base. Batter here is Ethan Dye, has a 1-1 count. High, ball 2. And here comes Evans to the mound. He'll talk things over with Colgan, who's hit a bit of a cold stretch in this inning. We'll take a quick break. We are back now in the top of the third. Colgan, after the mound conference, has a 2-1 count facing Ethan Dye. 2 away in the top of the third inning, and a 6-run lead over the 14th ranked Demarest Norsemen in the first round of the New Jersey State Sectional Tournament. Throw back to second, not in time. Ooh, almost hit his head. 3-1 here. Swing and a miss. 3-2. The throw to second, not in time again. Big 3-2 with 2 away. High fly ball. Infield can deal with it as Emerson Cho sends Hills to the dugout in the middle of the third inning. And here is Ewan Colgan in the bottom of the third inning with a 6-run lead. 2 innings was enough for the starting pitcher Ben Kronfeld. This is now Hugo Gardner, who has a 5.25 ERA and 680 pitches to his name. Swing and a miss for Colgan. And it's an 0-2 count. Emerson Cho and Kyle Wankus due up. Did he foul it off? No, he didn't. Drop third strike. Colgan tagged out. 1 away. And here is Jake Szabo. So it is Szabo and Cho due up. I apologize. Called strike 1. That one low. And there's a grounder through. No, the shortstop made a play, but he couldn't get the throw off. Szabo safe at first. He's 2 for 2 today. And here comes Emerson Cho. As Szabo will be pinch run for. I'm not sure by who. It looks like it could be Jack Moran. And the coach is talking with his shortstop. Seems he may have had an issue with his hand because the trainer is coming out as well, but he says he is okay. And we will get back to playing baseball as now it is Emerson Cho at bat. 1 away and Szabo on first base. Kyle Wankus on deck. Ooh, it dropped one. 1-0. And we can confirm the identity of the pinch runner. It is Joe Napolitano. Big line drive. Fair in right. Napolitano coming home. He stays going. Cho will come to third. RBI triple. Actually, and inside the park. No, a ground rule double. Ground rule double for Cho. Went over the fence. So there are runners on second and third and no changes to the scoreboard. Cho on second, Napolitano on third, and here is Kyle Wenkus. We're waiting on the umpire to come back. Kyle Wenkus again is the batter, with 1 away and 2 runners in scoring position. Andrew Strime is in the bullpen for Hills. And apparently we have a 1-1 count. Grounder, nice play at third. 2 away. Here now is Ronan Stern. We may see Strime going back to the dugout soon. He would be on double deck right now. 2 away. It's a high ball 1 to start the at-bat. Called strike 1. .520 as we record this. Hills with a 7-1 lead in the bottom of the third inning. 2-1 with 2 out. Cho will hustle back. We have a 3-1 count. And a called strike. So a full count for Stern. 2 away. We'll head to the end of the third, or we'll keep going. Foul ball will keep us going for a little bit. And it'll be loading bases walk, which will also bring up Matt Tortora, and Andrew Strime will head back to the dugout as he is on deck. Tortora, now theoretically a grand slam, could put Hills in the mercy rule, although I think it takes effect after the 5th inning, a 10-run lead after the 5th. But we could be required to play a full 7 due to the fact that it is the state tournament. I know in the regular season, it is 5 innings, a 10-run lead. There's a line drive. We'll score 1, maybe 2 into center. Here comes Cho. 2 RBI base hit for Matt Tortora. It is a 9-1 Hills lead. And now Andrew Strime will have to hustle into the batter's box from the bullpen. Should be noted that Ewan Colgan has 51 pitches throughout this game. I have a feeling we'll see him for 1 more inning, and then we may get Strime. 2 away, and runners on first and second. 9-1 Hills lead, foul ball. Oh, 1 count to Strime here. Here's the pitch. High, ball 1. High fly ball into center. Off the wall in center. Stern will jog home. 1 run scores on the RBI double from Andrew Strime. And that almost went goodbye. So now it is Torts at third, Strime at second, Anthony Blackford at the plate. Give us a moment as we sort things out for you. Still 2 out in the bottom of the third. It's a 1-0 count at the plate. And it's now 1-1 after the called strike. Well, a foul ball from Blackford makes it a 1-2 count. And a 10-1 Hills lead. My goodness. And again, we are only in the bottom of the third inning. High ball, 2-2. And there's a high foul ball, caught a few trees and almost hits the opposing stands. Two and two for Blackford, 2 away. And 2 runners in scoring position. High fly ball, nice line drive right to the wall by me. And as you hear, they try to cut it to second base, but it is a 2 RBI double for Anthony Blackford. He will come to the dugout, it looks like, just to put his gloves away, and that makes it a 12-1 ball game. My goodness. 2 away, Blackford the lone runner at second, and now this is Jake Lula. And there's another fly ball to shallow center. Blackford comes home. RBI base hit for Jake Lula. 13-1. My goodness, they are laying it on. Next batter up is Ewan Colgan. Hills is on their way to a date with High Point or Mawa in the second round right here. And that should take place next week. We'll, of course, have tape-delayed coverage of that with you here on PH Athletics. Demarest finishes their Mound Conference. They have 2 out. And once again, this is the bottom of the third inning. Bouncer foul. Well, they've been on 2 outs for probably 10 of these 18 minutes. Maybe more. They have given up, in this inning alone, 6 runs, the most of the 3 innings today. As there is a high fly ball from Colgan, it does not have enough distance, and it'll be foul anyway. 1-2. Another foul ball, that one on the ground and on the third base line. 1-2 count. Pickoff, not in time. And another high fly ball. Center fielder makes the grab, and Demarest will head back to the dugout. Safe to say, pretty defeated now. 13-1 at the end of 3. We welcome you back, top of the 4th. Ewan Colgan again on the mound. And he has an 0-1 count. That will be made 0-2 by that foul ball. Drop third strike. Won't matter. 1 away. That was Hefter. This is George Theodorikos. I think I did that pretty good. Theodorikos. Hopefully so. 1-0 count. Two and 1 for Theodorikos. Ground ball to Wenkes. No, Cho. But Wenkes will get it. 2 go away in the top of the 4th. High fly ball. Stern puts him back to the dugout. Middle 4, 13-1. We begin the bottom of the 4th with Jake Szabo at bat for Hills. On deck, Emerson Cho and Kyle Wenkes. Looks like we have Anthony Blackford coming to the bullpen for Hills. Strime may not want to pitch, or Evans may not want Strime to pitch. Trying to save his arm for possibly the quarterfinal game. There's a high foul ball, 1-1. We are at about 5:45, excuse me. We started at 4 o'clock And yes, this is just the bottom of the fourth, but right now I think everybody here is thinking this may just be a 5-inning game. High fly ball, not gonna go. Caught at the track by the left fielder. There is no track. 1 out. Here's Emerson Cho. It's a 2-0 count. We have pitchers working alongside each other that will be pitching against each other in the bullpen. Whew. 3-1 count here. Emerson Cho is the batter. 1 out. Swings and misses. Full count. Ground ball. Foul. 3-2 is the count. Bouncer to second, 2 away. And here again is Wankus, 2 for 2. Off-speed movement called strike 1. I believe it's a 1-1 count. I don't have confirmation from the scoreboard on that. Fouled off, 1-2. Swing and a miss. And we go to the end of the fourth, 13-1 again. With Anthony Blackford now taking the mound, we have some positional changes to note as well. Ewan Colgan, the starting pitcher, moves over to first. Kyle Wankus started at first. He'll move to second. And it looks like Emerson Cho will come to left. Eddie Mulligan will enjoy the rest of this game from the dugout, it looks like. In terms of pitching, Blackford, the usual catcher, today was the DH before he came onto the mound. A 2.90 ERA, 17 strikeouts, just 3 walks through 9.2 innings, and 225 total pitches through the regular season. He was warming up in the bullpen alongside a Demarest pitcher who we can now confirm the identity of as freshman Ari Borek. He has a 4.20 ERA, but we'll see if he takes the mound or even has the time to. We're in the top of the fifth. I believe the mercy rule is a full 5 innings, but I'm very much in the dark about that. I know it is 10 or more runs, the lead. Right now, if you don't want to do the math, I get it. It's Memorial Day weekend. It's a 12-run lead. Emerson Cho, with the shout-out, should be shouting out him. But here is Blackford's first pitch of the game. And it's a high ball. We are at the top of the NVD lineup. That's Northern Valley Demarest. And it's with Zachary Kochnover. Came into this game batting .429. I believe he's 1 for 2. 2-1 count. Swing and a miss. 2-2. And there's one for Blackford, a swinging strikeout. It's a 2-0 count now to Anthony Bernardez. But Blackford fighting back, 2-1. And he's made it even. 2-2 to Bernardez with 1 away. Swing and a miss, Blackford. 2 swinging strikeouts to start the top of the fifth. This is the 1-2-3 in the Demarest lineup. This is the third batter, Michael Scalera. Called strike 1. A 1 high. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Hills, and I emphasize the could be only 1 strike away from advancing. High, ball 2. Scalera, Blackford the 2-2. Outside. Full count for AB. 3 straight balls. Swung on and missed. And it looks like they're lining up, which means we are done here. Final through 5. 13-1. Hills moves on as the 3 seed. Again, we show you the bracket. They will play either High Point or Mahwah. We await the result from that game, tentatively scheduled for this coming Wednesday. We hope you enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. I know the coaches and the players here will do that. This is Matthew Merlino. We will see you next Wednesday back here at Hills for the quarterfinals of the New Jersey Sectional Tournament in North 1 Group 2. For now, so long for Montvale.